Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
He's not breathing!
Has the baby fully come out yet?
He's being crushed seriously, he thinks he's dying.
Every year in Britain, 12 million people dial 999 for an emergency ambulance. More than 3,000 a day in the West Midlands.
Right, stop screaming and listen to me. Listen, don't be afraid to push too hard. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2.
CPR in progress. Everyone clear?
Each call tells the story of a person in desperate need.
You upgraded to a red, please. He's been badly beaten.
Do you know what it was you were stabbed with, Dom?
And, with call numbers doubling in the last decade...
Keep going, he's here! The head's here, Neely. Yeah.
I can't!
You can!
For our public services, a situation that is now critical.
They've got to phone somewhere for him. They can't just say there's no beds.
Is this literally what you've got, what you're standing up in? Got nothing else? OK.
The failure of the system.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. What was he doing? Hey. All right, guys, just 1 minute.
Cameras follow cases as they unfold, minute by minute.
2 ambulances, please, if possible. OK, yeah, as long as you're all right, I'll get everybody to you as quickly as I can.
In the control room...
Confirmed life extinct.
Oh, man.
And on the ground.
Sorry for your loss.
As the West Midlands Ambulance Service race to save lives.
They are coming to you. Blue lights and sirens as fast as they possibly can.
Is he breathing? Can you see the helicopter?
You're no trouble, honestly. Everybody needs help sometimes, don't they?
This is the story behind the sirens.
Get out of the way, I'm driving.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
No, she's not. She's an Bluelight, so she's an Underage.
OK, and she's not breathing?
She's not breathing. She looks like she's fell downstairs. I've just felt her skin and she's cold.
OK, do you want to start CPR?
Yeah, I can do.
Wednesday, half an hour into the day shift, and the West Midlands Ambulance Service is dealing with 7 chest pains, 12 falls, and an elderly woman who is in cardiac arrest.
You're doing really well.
Oh, God.
In Staffordshire, paramedics are on scene with a 75-year-old woman who called with abdominal pain.
1-8 of her. Chris, I could do with another paramedic if possible. I've got a lady having an MI with a BP of 17. I can't get a cannula in her. Yes, stand by.
After assessing the patient, the paramedics have discovered that she's having a serious heart attack. They've requested another ambulance to assist them. Control dispatched the nearest available crew, Dave and Mick, to back them up.
4452.
Go on scene at this one, please. Salt Avenue in Stafford. The lady there's having an MI, asking for a second crew, please.
Roger. You've just been flashed.
I do apologise.
Will you pay the fine?
No, it's your turn this time.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll have to save up. Us pensioners are poor.
Mick retired 8 years ago, but missed his life and rejoined. At 71, he has no plans to retire soon. By the time they arrive, the patient has been showing symptoms for over 2 hours.
Hello.
This is Dave.
Hey,
Hello. How are you?
What's the lady's name?
It's Denise. For a month, but...
You're very cold, Denise. We're going to get you in.
I couldn't stop. Oh, dear. Well,
Oh, Denise.
we've got an ambulance here. That's the right thing. You all right? Coping? All right. We'll sort it out for you, all right? How long you been married, then?
50-odd years.
Have you? Come on, it's going to be all right. Have you got somebody you can ring?
I've rung my son, just tell him.
You go come with us, eh?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
That's no problem at all. Let's put this under your head. Make it more comfortable for you a bit. Is that all right? Don't run around too much, else we'll be picking you up off floor as well.
Denise, do you feel sick? Yeah. This is anti-sickness, this is, darling, OK. 597.
Quite often you've got two patients, the actual patient and the near relative, because what's happening to their relative, it's upsetting. One more and you're there. So you have got to treat both. We're on the way, sir. We'll be going a bit fast. That's all right.
Okay. I'll hang on.
But that's so your wife can have the best treatment possible in the shortest time, all right?
Okay.
I seem to be able to talk with people and have empathy with them. But I think we've all got this compassionate side, otherwise you wouldn't do this job.
There's a hospital 2 miles away, but Denise needs specialist care from the cardiac unit at Royal Stoke, and that is 16 miles away.
At this time of day, even on blue lights, because it's really busy up there, it's going to be about 20 minutes, and it's all time critical now.
Oh my God. They're not going to let you through, are they? Is she all right?
She's OK, John, yeah. Just trying to get rid of some of this nasty pain for her. OK.
Good.
We're looking after her, John. You OK?
Yeah, that's all right, sir.
We'll look after her.
Got it?
Done. Yeah. We'll get you in straight away, Denise, don't worry.
Yeah.
Denise has been suffering her heart attack for over 3 hours. The cardiac team must urgently unblock her arteries.
You just relax, all right? You're going to be all right. Don't worry.
OK.
Sorry, now,
Oh, yeah. Sorry to be so long. As you know, John, your wife's had a heart attack today.
She has had a heart attack.
She has, yeah. Which we knew at the time when we've come here.
Yeah.
And they've took her in to unblock the arteries. I would imagine you've had a lot of challenges during your marriage over the years. This is another one. And it's going in the right direction at the moment, mate. All right. OK. She's in the best place. She's having the best treatment.
OK.
All right?
I believe you, yeah.
And everything's going right at the moment. OK?
She is, John. She's a lot more settled, mate. You'll be able to see her in a moment. It's all right.
They'll have you through with it very soon.
3 miles from Royal Stoke Hospital, Matt and Ryan have just cleared from their second elderly patient of the morning.
Want to take the oat cakes now? There was 2 bacon. I think
that's bacon and cheese.
Are they both bacon?
Yeah, mate,
that's
touch
bacon.
it, maybe.
That's bacon and sausage. I think that's yours, isn't it? That's sausage.
All right, there's much bacon.
Oh, I'm tough off. That one, yeah.
Back with brown sauce on it, mate, brown sauce on it.
I'm glad I'm playing on.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Yes, he's fallen down, he's hurt his head.
OK.
So he's in the shed at the moment, outside.
Shower or the shed?
Shed.
OK. How old is he, please?
81.
This morning in Staffordshire, almost half of all calls have been for people over 70.
Someone who's fallen in a shed and hurt his hip. He says he's got cancer of the spine as well. What's he doing in the shed?
Yeah, prior, yeah.
Hello, sir. Let's get to you, mate. Have you hurt this hip before at all?
No, I've had any trouble at all. I just fell on it badly, that was it.
Right. And have you not been able to move it since you've fallen?
I've been like this since I fell.
Do you ever have a quick feel?
No.
Is it round in your bottom more
no,
so?
in my hip here.
Up here in like your pelvis?
That's it.
What were you doing in your shed?
Tidying up.
Tidying up. What, do you keep pigeons, are you? Are they pigeons that you keep?
The canaries I've got rid of.
Canaries? Oh, right, OK.
Oh, yeah.
What did you used to do for a job?
I was a bit at one time.
Were you? It's pretty standard, isn't it, for around here?
Then I wait on the pots a bit.
Another one. Get him some gas and air for now.
Yeah, I'm all right, that
There's a possibility that you might have broken your hip.
I know you.
So we've
got to move you at some point.
We obviously want to give you some pain relief. We don't want to just move you without.
I'm going to get you some gas and air. You can start taking that now, and that should kick in by the time we have to move you. All right.
Yeah.
I'll go grab
It's the proper Stokey, aren't you?
I'm sure.
How did you manage to let your wife know that you'd fallen?
Right in the river bucket, I'm there.
Right. What's your missus going to be doing? Is she going to be coming with us?
Take a shot from her, is it?
All right, we'll go speak to her. That's normal for you to change the tone of your voice, OK? Yeah. So,
So I've got a good sex change then, isn't it?
No. Well, so you might have to have an operation on this leg to correct it.
They're going to give me 6 months later, anyway.
Have they?
What have you got?
You seem very optimistic about it all.
I've got no choice.
It may not be that, but we'll see. But in relation to the long term, I don't know. That's obviously the hospital's decision and what they do.
I'm not quitting, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, OK. Ryan's going to grab your legs so they go together. OK. That's it. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. OK.
Just bring that leg in for me. Yeah, it's massively short.
Yeah. So you can see how your leg is like sort of that much shorter than the other one. So I think it's a pretty good cert that you've got a bit of a fracture to this hip somewhere.
Good. Very good.
Oh, it isn't really good, is it?
No, it didn't.
You're looking good, my love. There's looking good.
Looking good?
Yeah. It looks better than mine, doesn't it?
It's not as good as it should have been.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry about it.
We think he might have broken his hip, unfortunately. Are you coming up the hospital with him?
His son's on his way somewhere.
OK.
Well, do you want something here? You all right? No. It's what? Have some of this to keep you down. What a bloody bondage film this, isn't it?
I know.
You can leave me in now if you want.
You're comfortable?
2, 2, 3. So head end is the opposite way to where we are.
OK. When did you retire then? How old were you when you retired?
5.
Was that from Pop Bank?
Yeah, more or less.
I bet you have oatcakes at least once a week, don't you?
Oh, cakes, aye. Proud to be a Stokey.
That's it.
Cost kick a bow against the worm.
That's it.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Hello, can I have an ambulance, please?
Hello, this is the ambulance service.
We're on the Highly Road. We're just on a training course. She went to the toilet and lost a lot of blood.
In the control room, a call is in progress for a woman who thinks she's in labour. In a car on the side of a road near Bridge North.
Right, how far from Highly are you? I don't know where we are. We're about 6 miles away from Highly.
Say that again, what did the man say?
I think it's the B4555 from Bridge North to Highly. We're basically under a major bypass bridge.
The baby's outside.
The baby's come outside, Adam.
I've got the baby in my hand, but it's in the sack still. Open the sack.
I'm trying to open the sack. The baby's half inside her.
Right, okay, don't pull that baby. Do not pull that baby.
Push the baby out. Push. Go. Yeah, get out.
You've got the baby there. Is the baby out the sack? baby's out the sack.
Okay, is the baby breathing?
No.
Tap on his feet for me. Are you crying?
No, nothing.
Okay, is he awake?
No, he's not.
Okay, so he's not. Is he breathing? Listen to me. Is he breathing?
He's just gasped.
Is he breathing? Is he breathing?
I can't tell.
Is he breathing?
I can't tell.
Tap his feet. Is he breathing?
I am. He hasn't cried yet.
Is he breathing though?
No, I don't know.
You need to take a breath and put your mouth completely over the baby's mouth and nose. Blow gently 2 to 3 seconds. Do this 5 times. Do it now.
5 times?
Yes. Blow gently. Have you done that 5 times?
Yes.
Yeah? Is the baby breathing?
Yes.
Is he breathing?
Making a noise. He's making a noise. He's just making a little noise, yeah.
Lovely. That's a good noise to hear. What? How old's Mom?
30, 31.
31.
She's pregnant.
She didn't know she was pregnant?
No.
Okay, all right. And
yeah, they did making nice noises now. Oh, I'm in shock now.
You've done really, really well.
Paramedics here.
The paramedics are with you. I'll leave
Yes.
them with you, Victoria. Thank you for all your help.
Thank you so much. Thank
Not
you.
a problem. Congratulations to Mum.
Baby. Thank you.
Bye.
Is that one there as well?
It's attached to it.
Mick and Dave have been at the station on a break and are back on standby, ready for action.
That's a young girl. Yeah. He said, who are you with? I said, Dave Minad. Oh, I think she's in love with you, mate.
You can't be saying stuff like that, Mick. Don't get me into any trouble with the wife.
4452.
52, thank you. Mick, Andover Place, Cannock, please. 56-year-old, cardiac arrest, please.
Mick and Dave are 3 miles from the patient. To back them up, the control room also dispatches William and Gail in ambulance 4453.
53. 4453, thank you. Cannock, please, for a cardiac arrest.
It's very young to be cardiac arrest 56.
We've got 2 crews running on it. They're both running between 2.5 and 3.5 miles for it. For a cardiac arrest, we always send 2 in case CPR is needed, because it's real hard work. And for one crew, we back up naturally. You know, this is life and death.
4452.
The other crew are with you. It's very much neck and neck at the moment. I think you'll be slightly ahead going in.
Thank you.
If you grab the 2 bags, Mick, I'll grab the Zolivers.
Okay. Is that it there?
See any now?
She's there. Oh, no.
Okay, when was he last seen alive?
4:30 was the last breath he took.
Okay.
It's gone, I think. There's no point in another crew.
No.
Yeah, he's got a DNR in place.
He's got a DNR,
well, yeah.
okay.
The patient, Paul, had been suffering from cancer and signed a do not resuscitate request.
4452, yeah, just to confirm this is a code 22. The gent has got a DNR in place as well, so there's no requirement for the other crew.
Thank you. They're just pulling up outside. I'll let them know. Thank you.
53.
Gail, you can cancel, please. Stand down, stand down. Unfortunately, this patient's deceased. The other crew will do.
Okay.
All the evil buggers in the world.
The DNR was only signed on the 9th for this one. Like, he's got metastatic bowel cancer. Poor chap.
I'll just lift his head a bit and we might be able to shut his mouth a bit for the family. OK, sir. Come on.
We've confirmed that Paul's unfortunately passed. Obviously, it's a difficult time for yourselves now. If you don't mind, we might have to ask you a few questions just to fill in the gaps, if that's OK with yourselves. OK. My name's Dave, and this is Mick.
Mick.
Has he been in the hospital recently at all?
He was in hospital 8 weeks ago. They discharged him about approximately 8 weeks ago from Newcastle Hospital.
OK.
He's been on palliative care ever since.
Right, OK.
Because they gave him between 6 and 12 weeks, approximately.
OK.
I've got to ask for a next of kin.
That's me.
That's yourself. Daughter, wasn't it?
Yeah, middle daughter.
Yeah. And your full name, sorry.
Hello, Telemed, it's 4452. Can I pass all these details of Form 12s, please? Yeah, sure. The patient's name is Paul Stephen Jellyman. He was born in Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah, he was a delivery driver previously. I confirmed at 16:57. He was found supine in his bed.
Certainly most people who get towards my age have come across death quite a few times in their life. And I've had experience of holding someone while they were completely passing away. My first wife cardiac arrested on me. So you can understand what people are going to go through. It's like shell shock in a battle. What helped me was my son and my daughter, and I had plenty of memories to think about. Good memories.
Undertakers generally come out within an hour. They've got our number as well if there's any problems, and obviously Emma's as well, and I'm sure there won't be. OK. All right. Sorry for your loss anyway. All right, come on. OK.
Yeah.
Hello, it's the ambulance service. Are you the patient? Hello, sweetheart. I understand you've been bitten twice on your leg by a dog, is that right? Okay, don't worry, we're going to arrange some help for you. Do you know what type of dog it is, what breed it is? Jack Russell, okay.
Vehicle not required.
It's the Thursday day shift. Controller Mike is working out where to send Matt and Ryan.
50, you're not going to believe it. Our regular is asking us to attend him at Coral Bookmakers.
No way!
Third time today we've been out to him anyway. Went mid-morning. We went about 2 hours ago.
Third ambulance today. Yeah, we'll go and have a word with him.
This will be the 17th time the ambulance service has seen this patient this month.
He just goes out, calls an ambulance. When we get there, he refuses treatment, just wants taken home. You know, within minutes or hours, he's back out the door again. So you're losing the battle, really.
I love how many times we've been to him.
Hundreds.
How does he know?
I said that. Smoking.
want to go home.
You need a taxi then, not an
Taxi,
ambulance.
we can't take you back home.
Please tell me you haven't asked for an ambulance to take you home.
I haven't asked for ambulance.
The lady just said you keep asking everybody to ring you an ambulance.
No.
3 ambulances you've had today.
Have I?
Yeah.
You've been taken home twice already. 10:30 this morning, and then you were taken home.
I don't know.
It's definite. It's definitely happened.
So that's quite worrying, isn't it, from our point of view?
No. OK. Just so you know, we're not happy that of your clinical situation at the minute. We're not happy that you... But you keep repeating yourself over and over and over again.
I have to, because you keep on.
You're telling me you can't remember having 2 ambulances out. How can you not remember that?
We go to many different regulars. They expect us to just take them home. They expect us to take them to the pub. You name it, I've probably come across it in 14 years. It's costing the ambulance service and the NHS as a whole a fortune if these people are having 50, 60, 70 attendances throughout the year, and the implications it has on other patients who could have had that ambulance. There's other pathways to look at for these people. You've got to draw the line at some point.
I'm a bit concerned about his mental health, to be quite honest with you. If he's saying that he can't remember having 2 ambulances and being taken home twice, it's not right to sort of keep allowing this to happen, really.
Yeah, roger that. I'll chase it up with the police.
Matt and Ryan hope police can persuade the patient to accept long-term help, but they can't leave him on his own, so need to wait until officers arrive.
Ambulance service. Is the patient breathing?
Yes.
What's happened?
Well, he's knocked on the door. You've just attended, I believe, to this
Right.
gentleman.
I'm going to find out what's going on. You coming with us,
You're on the phone to the ambulance service, sir? Why have you asked for him? We can't take you home.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't. We're an emergency ambulance service.
Oh, right, OK, I can hear what's going on.
You've just you've knocked on this chap's door.
It's OK, darling, I'm waiting for the ambulance service. We're on vehicle 4450.
Yeah, this gentleman's now walked up the road and knocked on number 46. I think we've just had another call for it. And he's asked for an ambulance to take him home again. I can't believe he's knocked on their number.
Hello,
Can I request your attendance on this one, please?
He's a real handful. We could do with some officers there. Pronto, please. He's knocking on members of the public's door, asking for them to send him an ambulance, even though there's one following him several yards behind.
This is the 3rd time we've been called to him today. There's a question over his capacity.
Who's this? He's flagging somebody else down now.
Is he going to keep doing it again and again and again?
We're with him, mate. He keeps walking off from us.
We'll deal with it, yeah. Get on your way. Oh, wash your feet, man. Why are you stopping cars now?
Oh, stopping cars.
We've just seen you. We've just watched you.
Stop.
We saw you flag him down.
You were bloody light.
Not... Right, come here in a minute.
He keeps walking off every time they go near him to try and deal with him in any way or do anything with him.
It takes 30 minutes for the police to arrive.
What, he wants an ambulance?
Yeah, he's asking everybody for an ambulance.
Right, now he's saying he don't...
And he says he hasn't had an ambulance today, he's had 3.
All he wants, mate, is an ambulance just take him home every single time, that's all he wants.
They arrange for their mental health team to assess the patient.
We'll follow him down and get a few details, make sure everything's OK.
Right.
And you can shoot off.
Yeah.
Right.
Cheers, chaps. Thank you very much. See you later.
Something needs to be done. He's got dementia, he's got something that nobody's picked up on. There's got to be something. The sooner we put a stop to it, the better, but...
It's unreal.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Yeah, barely, mate.
Are they conscious?
Yes, again, barely.
OK, what's happened?
A massive wound to the throat.
A wound to the throat. Has the patient been assaulted?
No, mate. Could you get an ambulance fucking to my house?
Right, OK, help is being arranged.
She's unconscious now.
Right.
Can you fucking hurry up, please?
Can you calm down? Is she breathing noisy or...
You know what? I'll fucking calm down when I'm with Steph here, when I'm not fucking holding my fucking wife's head.
11 p.m. and twin sisters Karen and Julie are working their regular Friday night shift together.
I've only got two hands. I'm on the phone to you.
Right, listen. Right, listen. If you're saying that she's breathing in and out normally, you need to help her breathing, okay? So put me on loudspeaker now.
Karen is trying to talk an aggressive caller through first aid. Paramedics and police have been dispatched.
Is she able to talk to you?
Not really, sweetheart. No, she's having a bit of an hard-on fucking boo when she does it.
Right, all we're trying to do is help her, okay? If the blood comes through that wound, put another cover on top so it doesn't bleed out.
If I had another fucking cold, I probably fucking would.
Can you please stop shouting and swearing? What's your name, please?
Get me an ambulance!
There is an ambulance there, okay? They're coming as quickly as they can.
Yeah, some fucking all well, there's a chopper, massive, yeah, I just want to fucking need a chopper.
Are the crew there with you, sir?
Yeah.
I'll let you go, sir. All the best. The police are there. He said the police are there, yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, David, I don't normally get like this. You give me a name, you wouldn't tell me what had happened, you just kept swearing down the phone. I think she was kidding.
Karen's call was the 90th trauma of the Friday night shift. By 11:15 p.m, the control room is taking a new 999 call every 20 seconds. A quarter of them are alcohol related.
What's happened?
Well, we've been out drinking, he fell over, and he's hit his back of the head on the car.
He fell down the last few steps of the stairs and he's cracked his head on the radiator.
He's intoxicated.
Yeah, he's had a drink. Silly.
In East Staffordshire, there's an emergency call for a 17-year-old in need.
He's out of breath, he's gagging for breath.
But is he awake?
Yeah, but he's awake, but he's shaking and that. So you need an ambulance right now.
Paramedics Connor and Sam are the nearest available crew.
Think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
Bad that I know the words, isn't it?
I don't know the words. But here's my number, so call me maybe.
New job.
We're going to a 17-year-old gentleman who is short of breath and fighting for breath.
See, I feel incomplete because we didn't manage to finish the song.
There we go, Pia. Hiya.
How are you, I think?
I've been to you before, yeah. Calm down, let's sort Reese out. Okay, right, stop. Listen, all of you, right, just shut up a minute. Shut up a minute, let's sort him out, yeah? Yeah? Right, lovely, thank you. Bit of quiet. Right, Reese, what's happening, sweetheart?
Cafe!
Reese, how much have you had to drink?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So what's happened to you tonight then, Reese?
I've had some sugar.
Well, he ain't got him though, he's all right now. He did have a bit of a panic attack.
Yeah.
Because he needed a bit of air.
Have we just been drinking, or...?
Reese,
We've just been drinking, yeah? Guys, obviously we can't do our assessment on him. We can't hear what he's saying while everyone's going mad and chatting, yeah?
Right, Reese.
Or girlfriend.
I think I've had a bit too much.
Yeah, I think you have as well.
He had a lot to drink.
Okay.
He's really paralytic. When he was lying on there, he was unconscious. His eyes were massive.
Sam, I think it'd be better going to the ambulance, getting him out of this situation.
It's great, he's pumping.
Get you down to the ambulance first.
Sam and Connor are concerned. But to make a proper assessment, they must persuade Reese to go to the ambulance.
The problem we've got, Reese, is your heart rate and your blood pressure are too high. Right?
Well, I'll sit down and do it properly now.
Listen, you've had your chance now, so we're going to go to the ambulance where it's quiet and calm, and we're going to assess you there.
I ain't going anywhere.
While Connor and Sam negotiate with Reese, 15 miles away, a woman is calling because her father is in cardiac arrest. It's the highest category of call. 2 ambulance crews and a paramedic officer are immediately dispatched.
Can you hear or feel any breathing now?
In the control room, Karen's twin sister Julie must give CPR instructions over the phone.
Right, OK, stop screaming and listen to me, listen. Kneel by his side, put the heel of your hand in the centre of his chest and your other hand on top. Keep your arms straight and press down at least 2 inches. Don't be afraid to push too hard. You're doing it at a speed of 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going, don't stop. Help's been arranged, love. Stay on the line with me. Keep going, love. If he starts, listen, it's all right. If he starts to breathe and move normally, then just turn him onto his side, all right?
About 1 minute, 2 minutes for both crews.
Keep going, love. Lock your elbows out. Remember, you're going down about 2 inches. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. Is that the crew, love?
12 minutes after the patient's family started CPR, the first ambulance has arrived.
OK, love, well done. Bye-bye now. What a night, what a night. Never mind, well done. Thank you.
After continuing resuscitation, paramedics have managed to get Julie's patient's heart going.
It is a ROSC. So if you wouldn't mind telling Julie.
The ambulance service calls this return of spontaneous circulation, or ROSC.
Job 208.
Yes.
It was a ROSC.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great news. Yeah, that's really good.
Good, well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that via the emergency?
Oh, that's really good. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits about that. I've earned my cup of tea tonight. I'm glad you sit next to me. I'm glad you sit next to me.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Connor and Sam have persuaded 17-year-old Reese that the party's over.
I've got a hole in my sock.
Right then, Reese, what's going on tonight?
I've just had a bit too much drink, that's all.
He drank a whole bottle of Ciroc.
A whole bottle?
What is Ciroc?
It's like a vodka.
What's
you need to be sick, you'd be sick in that.
Okay, I can hack a session, mate.
What happens 2020?
Right, if you're sick in the bowl, right?
Have some gas in there.
Why?
Yeah. I
think you've had enough, mate.
You can't have gas in there. You're high enough.
That's better. Now we're out of that situation, we've calmed down quite a bit. Reese, problem we've got is, Reese, is you're 17 years old, right? You're pissed. Yeah? So our advice is that you need to go home.
No, I'm sure I'm just going to get to sleep when I go there.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I believe
We're
that.
back down to normal again now.
Get back on the session.
So, let's do temperature.
Comfort.
I'm taking his temperature at the moment, mate.
Are you going to hospital or what?
Nah, I'm coming back in for the session.
My dog.
Whoa.
I'm taking your temperature.
That needs. Ah!
Oh, Jesus Christ, how old are you?
I'll be putting him out.
That hurt my ear, that one.
It is hard when you are with someone that is intoxicated, because at that moment in time you've got a duty of care to that individual who's called you because they're intoxicated, and you can't leave that individual until you know that they're safe.
Whoa!
Thank God.
Whoa, you don't tell me
I did. Maybe you should listen a bit. Try right listening.
You've got to be so careful that you don't get stuck in this mentality of, I'm only here to deal with the cardiac arrest, the RTCs, the people that are on death's door. Yeah, that's a part of the job that we do, but the job is completely different now. That this whole social side, it's the world we live in now. That's what we deal with.
After checking Reese over, Connor and Sam are satisfied there's nothing medically wrong with him. They leave him in the care of his 18-year-old friend.
You can't go out that door, you've got to go out the side door.
I'm alright, man. Thanks for coming.
Yes, boss, mate. My dog.
Watch your step
I
down.
respect you for that, you know. Respect you,
I'm so sorry.
Hold it down,
Take care.
Across Britain, paramedics spend more than a third of their time dealing with alcohol-related incidents.
Right, Baz. Lots of drunks and overdoses.
Friday night.
Everybody's on that needs to be.
Okay.
And there's no obvious problems, no mixed crews or anything, so...
Excellent.
Bye. Have a good one.
The following evening, Connor and Sam are back on for another 12-hour night shift.
Hello?
Their first call is to 81-year-old Thelma, who's fallen at home.
So what's happened today, then?
Well, what happened was, I was going in the bathroom, had my wash.
Okay.
Turned round to come through that door, and as I came through, my legs just went.
Your legs went? Okay.
Yeah. And I landed on my bottom, really.
Right.
But there's nothing...
Not hurting anywhere? Okay. Can I have a little feel of your wrist while we're having a chat, sweetie? Did you go funny in your head at all? No, or did you just feel like your legs just went out from underneath you? Okay. And you didn't hit your head when you fell over?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, my neck. Oh.
You did that all by yourself?
Oh.
That's it. You just get your balance, okay?
Don't lose me.
We're not going to lose you, don't worry.
I want to sit down somewhere.
We will. We're going to get you sat down on that bed.
That's it. And do a little turn. Turn and face me. Is that your frame just there? Just behind you?
I bet you've got a girlfriend.
I have. I've got a fiancé.
Oh, fiancé?
I have.
Very posh.
Very posh. We get married this year.
That's it.
Is that better?
That's better.
There we go. Like I say, if you need, just call us back.
He's a nice little boy, isn't he?
Lovely, isn't he?
He's beautiful. I'll smack his arse.
Let me go red, Thelma.
You be a good boy.
I will be. I will be. Take care, Thelma.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Yes, he is. He's having difficulty in breathing.
Patient
He's breathing. Well, he's having pains in his back and coming around his chest.
Okay. And is it possible to speak to the patient directly?
Well, you can do.
Is it a cardiac nature or?
It's not a cardiac nature as far as we're aware, no. What I do have is, I believe there's 4 tumours on my spine, and I can't physically move.
Stabbing and twisting pains worsening. Chest and upper back pain, short of breath, cancer patient. Morning. Hello. What's happening with you then this evening?
Okay, I've got... I've got the full English breakfast with cancers. So,
The full English breakfast?
full English breakfast, so...
Go for it.
Bowel, liver, spine,
Yeah.
and this one, bone. The other thing was that the cancer was... I was given under 12 months. I've made 10.
Do you want to... You grab onto me, sweetheart.
That's it.
Do you want a bit of grass and air to try?
I don't know.
You swear as much as you want.
This is it. This is where the...
No.
As soon as you move,
the knives are in.
Okay, just try and relax.
And it was yesterday. I've never realised what it's like not to breathe. So you're trying to breathe in, but the more you're breathing in, the more it's hurting.
So
the more you shallow it. And this is where... So I'm glad you're seeing it.
Well, trust me, you're breathing.
Oh, no, I'm breathing.
Which is good. So should we do a few checks on you then?
Yep.
The usual stuff, and then we'll go from there. 38.4.
Oh, temperature's fine.
It's high.
That's high.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
38.4.
Oh, right.
You've got a slight temperature, your heart rate's slightly raised, so you might have a bit of infection going on. Good news is you get to spend a bit more time with me. Trip to the hospital. Trip to the hospital, I'm afraid.
No,
Sorry. We're going to pop him up the hospital.
I thought that was...
Yeah. Afraid so.
A bit of a temperature.
And everything else that's going on, and obviously with the pain relief, get the pain under control, get this query infection under control, and...
We haven't tried the trumpet yet, have we, love?
He's got an air horn in there, so when he leaves,
Let's get the
I
attention.
have to come running, you see. A friend thought it was a good idea.
Just bear in mind it is 1:15.
Ready?
I bet your neighbours love you, don't they?
Thank you.
Nice. Do you want me to let the boys know?
I don't know what difference it'll make, love. Why disturb their night's sleep, bless them? Do anything else? You know, better up sitting bolt upright or...
Basically, do what we tell you to do. I'll set Sam on you. She'll have you if you don't listen to her.
But we're on.
Anyone would think my driving's bad with all these straps on you. Oh, it's like a racing harness, this is.
You want to see me go? Well, I ride motorbikes and also ride for blood bikes as well. So
yeah,
I like my bikes.
Oh, do you do blood bikes?
Yeah.
See, I've always wanted to ride a bike, and I've said that if I ever did, I'd want a Bonneville Triumph.
Oh God, right, you're going back classic-y then.
Yeah.
Should we get going?
If she starts misbehaving on the way in, you give me a shout, Nige.
No, I won't be telling you, don't worry.
I don't think you would.
So how many children have you got?
Oh, I come from Southampton, so I've got two daughters down on the south coast. And then I've got 2 boys up here.
Yeah.
And Oliver, my eldest boy, gets married at the beginning of July. And Nick, he's going to have my other grandson beginning of July. So
He's so excited.
Oh, he's so excited. I just want to make it. Just want to make it. One thing that it sounds strange to you, but the one benefit I've found from having cancer is that Helen and I, have managed to get our life in order. So our insurances have paid out. Both boys were in the process of buying their houses and stuff like that. So I can actually possibly lay here, and I have done quite a few times, lay here quite happy. It sounds awful.
No, not at all. Why does it?
It just does, you know. I'm lying here happy, thinking, oh, I just don't die, obviously. But just the fact that you can help your kids out, and that's the goal in life. That is a goal in life.
Every cloud?
Every cloud. Reality's starting to hit now, though. It's the worst part of it.
I think we see the best in people. I don't know where people get this inner strength from.
Are you going to hold these on your lap?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Well.
Is that a comfortable position then?
That is cracking.
Was it? We don't want to move you now.
I know, but you want to move now.
Should we just keep you on for the rest of the shift?
Yeah.
I don't think you know until you get put in a situation where you have to be strong. You don't really know how strong you are.
Yeah, Mum.
Right then, let's get you sorted out.
Can we just pass them to you? You're going to roll towards me. That's it. I know.
Stay relaxed.
See, you've wanted that cuddle ever since I arrived, haven't you?
I just want to touch your tats.
You do. Feel free. You can...
I'm glad you said tats then.
Honestly, Nigel.
Okay. Okay. Ready, steady, slide.
What, are you allergic to anything?
No. Cancer.
Okay, can we get him booked in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get you sorted. All right then, Nige. Look after yourself.
All the best, buddy. Okay, take care. It's always hard when you see someone that you know may not survive. How you deal with it, you know, it's quite an internal thing.
Like anything, you relate it to your personal experience in life, don't you? My fiancée got diagnosed with cervical cancer when she was 24. And she'd been battling that for quite a while. And when she was about 26, her bowel perforated, and she had to have like, emergency surgery for that.
Since then, they've said, you know, everything's stable, and they've classed her as being in remission. But there's always that thought in the back of my mind that, you know, maybe one day it will come back.
I don't know if I've come to terms with that yet.
Mate, come here, mate. Come here.
It's not something that I talk about. I just bottle it up because it's just easier that way. A lot easier.
It's not though, is it, in the long run?
It may never happen. It may be fine. But I worry about stupid things. Selfish things. I get upset about how I'm going to cope if she does go. It's selfish because it's not me. It's not.
Why is that selfish?
Because I'm not the one that's going through it.
Well, you are, you're going through it together though, aren't you?
She's so strong when she goes through it. And it's like I can't, mate. I just struggle. You look at him and you just think he's just amazing, isn't he? So, like, how can he go through all that and still be so, have such a good outlook? It's just so, it's exactly, yeah.
That's why you talk about it.
I think it upsets the relatives and the family more than it upsets the individuals going through it a lot of the time. Because they accept that it's going to happen to them, but it's everyone around that can't accept it. Well, in my case, anyway.
I need a cup of tea. I really need a cup of tea after that.
Right.
Let's do it.
Off to the next one. You driving or am I driving?
It's up to you.
You're driving. Where have I put the keys?
I don't know. Are they in there?
Right. Shake it off.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Mick and Dave have returned to Royal Stoke Hospital, where they brought Denise after her heart attack. A colleague has news.
So we went to cath lab in critical care.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she passed away in critical care.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Shit. And I don't care if I'm swearing. Her husband knew me.
John, wasn't it?
Oh, Christ. He won't be a lovely, lovely guy.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Tommy.
Cheers.
All right.
Shit, it has upset me.
You what?
It has upset me. Yeah.
Later here this morning, If the crowds hold back the rain, I'll declare my intent to race again.
You do feel some jobs more than others. You empathise with people's pain, if you like. But the job doesn't get me down. It's a privilege to be able to help people in their hour of need. I like to be useful, and gets me out of the house.
And I've got nothing on the inside left to charm. Just look at me. And I've got nothing to live up to and nothing to reveal. Go on, run from me. Go on, run from me. Go on, run from me. 'Cause I can't take it back. Gone the summer, gone the past. Now it's done. Now it's done.
Next on Ambulance.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What was he doing? 2 ambulances, please, if possible.